Hello! Today I'm going to read to you another one of my favorite stories when I was growing up. These came out, all the Sweet Pickle books came out when I was 5 years old, and I have a bunch of these. I don't know if you've ever read these before, but these are great, so here's your chance to hear it. First one I'm going to read to you is called Me Too, Iguana, written by Jacqueline Reinach and illustrated by Richard Hefter. The inside has all of the characters in it, which is something I really love, and it has a little saying for each of them. So, like, outraged octopus, he says, "No, no, no." So then you know that that's the kind of character he is. Where positive pig says, "Yes," with an exclamation point all the time. So this page is kind of cool. Iguana had a lovely green color and a long bumpy tail and an apartment in a balcony with a tree growing on it. But Iguana wasn't satisfied with her lovely green color or her long bumpy tail or anything else she had. Whatever anybody else had, she wanted too. At the supermarket, Iguana saw Elephant, the manager, lifting cans of soup with her trunk. "A trunk!" cried Iguana. "Me too, me too. I want a trunk too." So Iguana went home and cut a piece of rubber hose. She painted it gray and tied it to her nose. "Good," said Iguana. "Now I have a trunk too." At the barber shop, Iguana saw a lion getting his mane trimmed. "A mane!" cried Iguana. "Me too, me too. I want a mane too." So Iguana went home and stuck a lot of thick yellow wool all over her head. "Good," said Iguana. "Now I have a trunk and mane too." At the car wash, Iguana watched Zebra taking a shower. His black and white stripes gleamed in the sunlight. "Stripes!" cried Iguana. "Me too, me too. I want stripes too." So Iguana went home to make stripes. On the way, Iguana saw a goose taking a nap. Shh. Her feathers were flapping in the breeze. "Feathers!" cried Iguana. "Me too, me too. I want feathers too." So Iguana went home to make stripes like a zebra, feathers like goose. First she opened 2 jars of paint. She took a wide brush and painted stripes on her sides. Then she shook the feathers out of an old pillow and glued them on her back. "Good," said Iguana. "Now I have a trunk and a mane and stripes and feathers too." Everybody wondered what Iguana was doing. Why was she imitating them? "Oh," worried Walrus, "this could get to be a problem." At the post office, Stork was flying in with the airmail. "Delivery! Flying!" cried Iguana. "Me too, me too. I want to fly too." So she went home to figure out how to make wings. Uh-oh, is this me too going to be a problem? We'll see. "Oh, this is a problem," said Walrus. "Iguana can't fly. She'll hurt herself." Everybody agreed. This Me Too business had to stop before it was too late. But how? Why would a nice iguana with lovely green color and a long bumpy tail want a trunk and mane and stripes and all the rest? Asked Lion. Why? Everybody wondered. "Because," said Zebra, "she must think that a trunk and a mane and stripes and all the rest are better." "But how do we stop her?" wondered Elephant. "That's a good question," said Stork. Everybody thought and whispered and scratched heads. Finally, they had a plan. They wrote a letter. What would you do? Would you have a plan to help Iguana? Stork dropped the letter on Iguana's balcony. "Everybody come to a costume party at the playground," it said. "All costumes must be kept secret. No talking about them." Iguana forgot all about wanting to fly. "A costume party?" she cried. "Me too, me too. Everybody will be there. I'll be there too." But what will I do for a costume? She cried. I want to wear what everybody else is wearing too. When it was time for the party, Iguana still didn't have a costume. She sneaked into the playground and hid behind a tree. In the distance behind the swing, she saw a flash of green. Near the jungle gym, she saw another flash of green. By the fountains, a flash of green. What was going on? Oh, nobody has a trunk, cried Iguana. Quickly, she took off her trunk. Oh, nobody has a mane, she cried. She pulled off her mane. Oh, nobody has stripes. Nobody has feathers. Iguana wiped off the stripes and pulled off the feathers. Then she moved closer to get a better look. Everybody's costume was a lovely green color. Everybody had a long, bumpy tail. Everybody was dressed as an iguana. Come, join the party, they called. You're dressed perfectly. But I'm not wearing a costume, cried Iguana. This is just plain me. Then Stork said, there's a prize for the best iguana, and the prize goes to... He turned slowly around. The prize goes to Iguana. You have the loveliest, greenest color, smiled Stork. You have the longest, bumpiest tail. Congratulations. We all think you're wonderful just the way you are. Yes, said Iguana, very surprised. I do too. So what kind of lesson did Iguana learn in this story? That's right, she can be herself. So you should all be yourself out there. Thanks for joining me for this read aloud, and I hope to see you in the next one.